So first I'm gonna take out the cheek meat just so I don't forget. Again, you don't wanna forget that piece. Get that out of there. Now, a lot of guys will make the mistake of cutting here. I'm not gonna do that because I don't wanna waste any meat, but they'll cut straight down. You miss all this meat up in here. So again, make sure you're taking that angle, coming down, cutting through here, okay? Now, I'm gonna cut through the spine on purpose. A lot of guys will just like get over anxious. It's hard to do on the walleye. Oh shoot, I just cut through the spine. Oh, all is lost, right? It's the end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world. Flip it over, go ahead and finish just taking off the head, because at this point, it's no good to you anyway. Try to make sure the guts come out. Try to salvage your little bunny ears here. Make sure you gotta have the bunny ears. They're really good and they crisp up really nice. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out this other cheek and get rid of the head here in a second. So now you're left with this. So you have a couple options at this point. You can just leave it like this, take the guts out, scale it, fry it and eat it, or you can finish filleting it. I'm gonna show you how to do that. This method of fixing this can be potentially harmful. You gotta watch your digits and you gotta be careful, but you can see right here, this is ideally where you wanna be. There's the spine itself. You wanna, when you are making those cuts, you wanna be right here on either side of this, okay? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna square up and I'm gonna lightly start this. Make sure I'm down along the spine. And I'm gonna get started. And again, I'm not putting much pressure because I don't wanna cut myself. Now I'm gonna move my hand over the top and I'm gonna finish cutting it all the way down, okay? And now I've got it off there. Now I had a little bit of a high spot here. Here's another mistake that happens. Even to the best of us, you can always try to salvage that meat and fillet it off the bone. Got a nice little thin strip there. I always try to conserve and use as much as possible. Man, my cutting board's getting crazy. So again, I can take this down. I'm gonna show you what happens when you cut through the skin. Oh no, oh, the world's gonna end, right? I screwed up. Oh shoot. This happens quite often to people filleting. Well, it's not the end of the world. If you use my method, all you gotta do is flip them over, cut down to the skin, not through the skin. Turn your knife again, take it off. And guess what? It's like nothing ever happened. No one will even know. They'll be like, man, you're the best filleter in the whole world. So that's pretty simple to do. I'm gonna take out these rib bones. Let's say you're doing this, you know, and you're really struggling and you're cutting and you're just like, oh man, you really mess up and you get too much power down there and you get that all separated from the skin and it's not quite right. See, I'm butchering this thing. Oh man, it's just terrible. Well, again, you can fix it. Just get down here along these rib bones, take off the meat, nice and gentle. Part of filleting is just being gentle. So I've got some skin here that I need to take off. You can either scale that skin or just cut it right off. It's a little hard on a thin piece of meat. I'm struggling with it, so I'm just gonna come down, cut to the skin. I'm gonna fillet this meat right off. Now they're littler chunks, but you know what? They fry up just fine. I don't have any skin on them. So that's a common mistake, is people will do that. Again, don't get frustrated with yourself. It's not the end of the world. I'm gonna fillet this off, just so you can see what that's like. Ta-da! See, again, it's really no big deal. I'm gonna cut down along these pin bones, take out the belly meat, take out the back meat, it's done. Okay, super simple. Now, you've got the problem of doing the other side, but again, just get right down here to where that spine is. Okay, get it started, nice and gentle. And get down right along here. Again, try to watch your fingers. That's probably why I have that little spot that I keep missing, is because I care more about my fingers than I do the meat. So there we go, we got it detached there. You can just pop and break the back here to make it sit more flush for you. I'll take it right off the skin. No big deal. Clean up the guts here. So I've got that taken off. Again, no big deal. Everybody makes mistakes on these things. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna get in there, get these rib bones off, just like we were doing before. Little belly meat came off. Again, with that method, that's common. If you don't care about the belly meat, that's fine, but I like to eat it. And we'll do the pull apart method with this smaller fish. We'll pull those pin bones right on out of here. You can do this method for perch as well. It's just like unzipping. It kind of feels like a zipper when you're doing, it's like ding, 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 ding. You know, the feeling that you get when you undo a zipper. So this one, they all didn't come out. I know that because it stopped pulling them right about here. So I'm going to manually take them out because I don't want to choke on them. And there you go. Got another one done. So that's how to deal with some of the common mistakes and boo-boos that you make during the fillet process.